When was the last time you heard a sermon about hell, or heaven for that matter? I remember the day I went to Dr. Kennedy, Evangelism Explosion's founder, and asked, why is it that pastors don't seem to want to get involved in the Great Commission? He thought about it for a moment and then said, as only Dr. Kennedy could, John, if God were to dip all pastors into hell for a fraction of a second and then yank them up by their shirt tails as they're standing there smoldering, their clothes and their skin are full of black soot and their shoes have half melted off, he said, I think their commitment to the Great Commission would substantially increase. Now, I raced down to my office to write that down. We made it into an ad and we ran it in a Christian leadership magazine aimed at pastors. Now, the purpose was not to offend them or to make them feel bad. The purpose was to raise the main point for discussion. At least from our actions, it appears that we don't believe in hell. Now, I get that it's not a fun discussion. I understand that it's horrific to think about our friends and our family going there for all eternity. And I know that many have tried and shared and have not been able to get their unsaved friends and family to even listen. It's not fun to think about. But the answer cannot be for us to simply pretend that it's not real. I think the point Dr. Kennedy was trying to make was that the real problem is that we don't believe in hell, or at least we choose not to think about it. And that impacts our actions for the worse, mind you. I was reading today from the great Charles Haddon Spurgeon, and I was reminded of one of the great quotes that he said when he cried, "Oh, my brothers and sisters in Christ, if sinners be damned, at least let them leap to hell over our bodies. And if they will perish, let them perish with our arms wrapped around their knees, imploring them to stay and not madly to destroy themselves. If hell must be filled, at least let it be filled in the teeth of our exertions, and let not one go there unwarned or unprayed for." Friends, what can we do? Well, first, I think we need to be reminded of the truth of how short life is and how long eternity is. And then we need to work hard to make sure that everyone we know has had a chance to hear the gospel and a chance to respond. I had the privilege of writing a book with Dr. Kennedy called Well Done, A Christian Doctrine of Works. In it, he wrote a chapter on heaven. It's beautiful. I cry every time I read it. Now, if you'd like a copy, I'd love to send you one. Just visit sharelife.today and look for the link where you can request yours. Read the chapter on heaven. It's called A New Heaven and a New Earth. And then share this great news with everyone you can this week. Have a great week as you do.